Hi beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Alexis and I'm all about beauty and helping you find ways to level up your life and become the best version of yourself. And today I'm going to talk about how you can make your vision boards actually work for you in 2025. I'm going to go over step by step to actually how to create a vision board that's actually going to serve a purpose rather than just being pretty artwork. And I'm making this video now because I really want you guys to take your time with these vision boards because I really want them to be effective for you in the new year. So if you're ready to make a vision board that's actually going to work for you, stay tuned. Whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Mark 11:24. Just a little backstory, I have been making vision boards for about 5 or 6 years now, but only in the past 2 years had they actually been working for me. So that's why I thought it was so important for me to put this video out because I know the new year is coming and I know all of you girls are gonna love to make yourself a vision board, but I actually want it to work for you. Vision boards are really magical and they can seriously help you manifest your best life if done properly. If you watch any of my other videos, then you know how serious I am about writing down your goals. The power of the pen is crazy, girl. So a vision board and actually putting up images is even more powerful. So the first tip that I would give you with starting a vision board, which has made it easier for me, is instead of making the vision board for the entire year, because that's a lot, how about we break the year up in 4 quarters? And every quarter you'll make a vision board for that quarter. Or if you don't want to do it that way, I would suggest at least doing it in 2 halves, a vision board for the first 6 months and a vision board for the last 6 months. I personally like to do it in 4 quarters just because it lets me narrow down on the goals and it gives me a deadline, because the next quarter I have new goals that I'm trying to reach. So it forces me to seriously lock in and focus on those goals. So when creating vision boards, a lot of people tend to just cut out a whole bunch of nice pictures from a magazine, or if they're doing it digitally, go straight on Pinterest and just put together a whole bunch of aesthetic pictures, when really your vision board should start with a pen and paper first. And on this piece of paper, I want you to section it off in at least 4 different sections. The first section being your personal goals. This can be any type of goals that is personal to you. It can be your love life, or it can just be any goals around family. Your second block is going to be around career. So any job or business goals that you have, that's where that's going to go. Your third one is going to be about health and wellness, and this can be physical or spiritual, okay? Maybe you want to lose some weight, maybe you want to start meal planning, maybe you want to get closer to God and read the Bible more. It's up to you, but this is where your health and wellness goals will go. And then that last block is going to be for fun. What goals do you have for fun? Maybe you want to jump out of an airplane, maybe you want to go visit Italy, maybe you want to go to Paris. This is going to be where all your fun goals reside. Okay, next what you're going to do after you have all of these goals written out is look over these goals and pick the top 5 that you want to start with, rather that be for your first quarter or first half of the year. It doesn't have to be one of each. Maybe you want to pick up 2 personal goals, 2 health and fitness, and then 1 career goal. It doesn't matter, but just pick the top 5 that you want to focus on for that first quarter or that first half. And you might just want to get a separate journal for your goal writing alone, because the 5 goals that you're focusing on, you're going to be writing down morning and night every single day. Okay, now that you have your 5 goals that you want to start working on, now is the time to look through magazines if you're doing a physical one, or look through Pinterest if you're doing a digital one. And now you want to print out pictures that represent each one of those goals, okay? Especially if you're printing it out, on the back of it, I want you to write either a deadline, like you want to have this goal done by this date, or write the amount of money that it would take to finish this goal. Maybe you want to go on a vacation to Florida, write the total amount. So this may require a little bit of research, or maybe you're writing down your dream car. You want to get this certain type of car, write down the make and the model on the back, and then also write down exactly how much that car is. Maybe it's $67,000. You're going to write that on the back. If you're doing it for a vacation, I want you to search up the entire cost of the trip, travel, hotel, amenities, everything, add it all together and write that amount on the back of that picture. With the vision board, you want to be very specific and very intentional. So all of these little steps are very important. important. Now that you have your 5 pictures and you have your deadline or your amount needed on the back of them, and now it's time to pin it up. If you are doing a digital version, this can be like your screensaver, something like that. If you are doing a physical version of this vision board, put it somewhere where you can see it every single day, but put it somewhere that's still privately. Mine is actually right here. This is my vision board. You can't really see it unless you're really up close. And again, my room is very, very personal to me, but I just have like a little cork board and I just take those little small pictures and I put them up there. I like that better than gluing it to a poster board because again, I like to do my vision boards in quarters. So that would be a lot of work creating so many vision boards. With this one, I can take a picture off once I have achieved that goal and I can put a picture up when I have a new goal. And it's also right by my bed, so I wake up to it and I go to bed to it every single day, which makes it easier to have my goals right in front of me. It makes it easier for me to pray over my goals and visualize them daily. And I always recommend putting it somewhere private because some big ideas are not meant for small-minded people, and I would not want somebody to come and say, oh, what's this? And you explain to them a goal that you have and they automatically start putting their disbeliefs on you, or like, girl, no, you shouldn't do that, or that's not possible. I don't even want that to happen. So put it somewhere private, but still somewhere that you'll be able to see it every single day. It doesn't have to be super big. Again, mine is very, very small. Each one of my pictures are about this size. And again, it can also be digital and you can put it as your screensaver. Okay, now you have your vision board up. You're probably like, okay, now what? This is where I'm gonna bring that journal back up. Every single morning, you are gonna write those 5 goals on a piece of paper, okay? Every single morning and every single night before you go to bed. I'm telling you guys, I've told you guys in my previous video, there is a science behind the brain seeing you write this stuff down every day and then going out into the world. It's like your brain magically makes opportunities to get those goals crossed off. There's a science behind it. Trust me, there is a real psychology. That's why some of the most successful people in the world always say they always started by writing their goals down. Scripting out your life is so magical. But when you write your goals down, you're gonna write them in the past tense like it's already happened. For example, I'm aiming for 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. So when I write that goal down, I'm gonna write, I am so thankful for a community of 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. You wanna always show gratitude, but you also want to write it in the past tense. You want to own it like it's already yours. Even if you don't have it yet, you know it's already going to be yours. So just start showing the gratitude for it now. Maybe one of your goals is to get a G-Wagon. So you're going to write down, I am so grateful for my brand new all black G-Wagon, paid in full, no car payment. You see what I'm doing here? You are writing it down in the past tense. Now, after you have all your goals written down in the past tense, all 5 of them, now you're gonna start from the beginning again. Now you're gonna start from the first goal and you're gonna read it out loud and you're gonna close your eyes and you are going to envision it. Envision it, and mind you, like you're saying it in the past tense. So start imagining how you would feel or how it would look if you was to get it right now. Maybe you just got gifted that G-Wagon, okay? All paid in full, no car payments, no nothing. Close your eyes and then say it out loud. I am so grateful for my brand new all black G-Wagon, paid in full, no car payment. Start feeling the emotion, like start like literally getting excited. Start feeling the emotion that you would feel if it was to happen right now. Like how would you feel right now? How would it be right now if you was to get it right now? I even like to imagine how the new car would smell. I smell like the leather seats. Oh my God, it has a big, beautiful bow on it. I'm like smiling ear to ear, like, oh my gosh, for me, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like literally start getting excited. I want you to really tap into that for each one of these goals and imagine it happening right now. Like play it all out. Where would you be when you're getting this goal? Who will be there with you? Are you telling your mom? Are you telling your sister? Are you there with your kids? Or are you on a phone call telling your best friend like, hey, guess what just happened? Whatever is going on when that goal happens, I want you to envision it out to the details of where you are, who's there with you, and how you are feeling. And you're gonna do this for each one of those 5 goals after you have already written them down in the past tense, okay? And this is what you're gonna do morning and night, okay? In the morning when you first wake up, and at night before you go to bed, because it automatically puts you in a state of being super magnetic and super abundant, because now the universe has no choice but to make these things happen for you. And just to emphasize what I said earlier, yes, you can tell some of your friends about your goals, but I would recommend not really talking too much about your goals. But I just don't want them to put their disbeliefs on you. I remember when I wanted to move here to Dallas for like years, like literally I was supposed to move here 2 years ago, and I was telling my friends that I was thinking about it, and a lot of them actually talked me out of it. And now 2 years later, I'm finally here. I just moved to Dallas and I love everything about it. But with this go around, I didn't tell a soul, and to my friends that was probably like so wrong. They're like, oh my gosh, you didn't even tell us you were moving, you just up and moved, because I did not want to be talked out of it again. And this can happen subconsciously. Like, don't want anybody to put their disbeliefs or put their negativity on your goals. Just, if that's your goal, that's your goal. Nobody else has this vision but you. Your desires were for you. Your desires are your destiny, nobody else's destiny, okay? So you go after those desires, you manifest those desires, and you don't have to explain it to nobody, girl. Now, I also want to let you know is, now that you have this vision board up, now that you are writing your goals down every day, every night, I don't want you to sit around looking for results in your reality. Like, oh my gosh, when is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? How is this gonna happen? Baby girl, that is not your business, okay? Even in the Bible, it says write it down and make it plain. And it also says whatever you ask for in prayer, if you believe it, then you'll receive it. It doesn't say that you have to worry about how or when it will happen. That is the thing about a manifestation. You have to already believe it's yours. You do not need to worry or chase it. Because if you start chasing something, what does it do? It runs further and further and further away. You just have to already know, like, okay, I already know, and let it be. Your job is to show up daily as the best version of yourself, doing what makes you happy, keeping you in those joyous spirits, keeping you in a magnetic energy, keeping you in that abundance energy. Keep showing up daily and doing those baby steps that's actually going to get you those big results. And remember, don't be so hard on yourself. Maybe one of your goals is to eventually be in the gym and lose 20 pounds. Girl, even if you get up and take a 20-minute walk, you were successful today. If you got up and you actually showed up as the best version of yourself in some type of way towards that goal, girl, you did it. And I'm proud of you. The universe is so magical. God is so powerful. So these things can come to you in the most magical and most beautiful ways. So again, it's not your job to know when and how it's gonna get to you. It's just your job to show up daily and know, oh yeah, baby, it's coming. I don't know when, I don't know how, but God already promised to me. Or the universe, however you want to say it, universe, source, God, it's already been promised. These desires were placed in your heart for a reason. They were placed in your heart for a reason. It's because your higher self already has it. Your higher self already has it. That's why you are yawning for it right now. So trust. It's coming, baby. And again, you can do this for each quarter of the year like I do, or you can do it for the first half and the second half as well. Or if you really do just want to do it for the whole year, I would say instead of 5 goals, do 10. But it all comes down to just what works better for you. But this is how you are going to get your vision board to actually work for you instead of just being a pretty piece of art. Trust me, I have been making vision boards for so long, but it didn't start really working for me until I started doing these techniques. And that's what changed my life. I remember the first vision board that I made about 2 years ago when I actually started doing these techniques. I wanted to get paid for a speaking event, like thousands of dollars. I've never even done a speaking event. To me, I thought I wasn't even qualified to be getting paid thousands and thousands of dollars for a speaking event. And then I also wanted a new car. I really wanted a Benz for my birthday. My birthday was in November. I started writing this goal as my quarterly goal towards the end of the year, but maybe like around September. And at that time, my credit was not even that good. It was a lot going on. But I did not know how it was gonna happen, but it all happened. Before you know it, a month later, I just somehow was able to get the Benz. Still to this day, I can't tell you how it all worked out because my credit, and then it was a whole bunch of other stuff. But what? I got approved for a Benz, and then at the price that I got it for, everything it just worked out in my favor. And again, I didn't know how, I didn't know when, but I just knew it was going to work out for me. I remember I actually went through one Benz dealer because my friend had a friend who could probably like help me, and they ended up denying me. They're like, sorry, we've tried everything. And then something told me a week later, try another place. Went to another dealership and was able to get my Benz, no problem. Like, I couldn't even believe it, but that's what I'm saying. It is not my job to get discouraged all because I got a no here. And it's also not my job to know when and how it's gonna happen. And even with the speaking event, if you guys are watching my other videos, you know I speak about this just because this was just a crazy manifestation. Again, I told you, I didn't even think I was qualified. Like, I just was writing down my goals, like, because if you know me in person, you know I love to yap. But I always have something good to yap about. I always got an opinion. I always talk about something good. So I just always felt like I wanted to even have a podcast. I wanted to get paid thousands of dollars for speaking. And then one random day, this girl that I know hits me up and offers me $2,000 to come speak at this event in Maryland. I'm like, and then literally a week later, I got paid $6,000 to do another speaking event. And I haven't done any speaking events since then. It was just, that was on my vision board. And within a couple of weeks later, boom. It was just so crazy. Again, the power of the pen and actually envisioning and being so intentional with your vision boards, with your goals is so magical. I haven't been able to look back ever since. I will be creating vision boards for the rest of my life. I will be writing my goals down and manifesting my best life for the rest of my life. And it's just so crazy because I've always been like this. I've always known that I was going to do great things. I've always just known that like, whatever I say I can do. Ever since a kid, it was literally just a feeling inside me. I have a lot of tattoos and my mom used to hate it. And I used to be like, it's okay. Like, no, it's not okay, because if you want to get a good job, blah, blah, blah. I used to be like, I don't plan on getting a job. I plan on working for myself. Mind you, like, kid in high school, I don't know nothing about the real world. What am I even talking about? Like, that was even me manifesting as a kid. And then like when I got older and got grown, I would see small manifestation in my life, but for the longest, I did not want to embrace my like spiritual journey on me manifesting my best life. I didn't really want to fully tap into it. I was just like, well, that's not really real. It's just a whole bunch of coincidences. But no, 2 years ago, I really took it serious, and I will never not take it serious ever, ever, ever again. So I want you guys to actually lock in, create these vision boards that's actually going to work for you. And I'm hoping that you guys have an amazing, amazing year. And then I hope you come back later on in the year, come find this video and comment on it and tell me all about your vision board and actually how it worked for you and you were able to cross off those goals. Well, that's all for this video. I really hope that you babes enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you like more videos like this, do not forget to subscribe, okay? I'm all about beauty and glowing up and manifesting your best life. Also, if you have any questions or just want to chit chat in the comments, meet me in the comments, because you guys know I love chit and chatting with you babes in the comments. But that's all for this video, and I'll see you next time. Love you.